everybody, I'm Griffin here, and welcome to Puzlogic. This is an interesting game, I think. I obviously haven't played it yet. But this is going to be a tutorial. Okay, drag the blue box from the bottom with space above. No more columns share the same number twice. Okay, so it's going to be kind of Sudoku-ish. Okay, so, okay, that does count. So yeah, this is going to be very Sudoku-y. So this 5 could go in either of these places. This 6 can only go in one, which means the 3 can only go in one. Wait. What about no hints? Why can't I get no hints? And this one I made a mistake. Look, I have some puzzle prowess here. Whoops. Alright. No ones, no ones. We still have multiple places that ones could be. No 2. Now, the biggest downside here is that we can't like mark things. That's probably my biggest qualm with this game right now. All right, 4. No, okay. So no 2s, no 2s. Nope. We have a 5. 5, 5, 5. So, okay, so that's 5. 6. Has to go there, which means 1 is limited to there, our 2 is limited to there, which means our 4 goes there. Why? No, come on, I'm not taking hints. Two 4s, 2 5s, 2 6s. My eye tracker's not on. I will eventually. Oh, it's good. I had to restart my computer for an update, which, believe it or not, my microphone is still working without me checking on it. That is something new. All right. Okay, so we have 2 5s, and there's only 2 places 5s can go, so that works. We've got only 2 places 6s can go. The fact that we're not getting the no hints thing is kind of annoying. Alright. This is just harder because it's more spread out. Like, this could be all the way over here. Alright, 2 2s, 2 4s, 2 6s, and 2 8s. So the only place a 6 can go is here, here. 8 is crushing those 3. None of these other are mutually exclusive, so we don't actually know guaranteed where 8s are yet. 4, no, no, no. Okay, we know where the 2 4s go. 2s, we know where the 2 2s go. There's no options either, at least that I saw, so. Oh, there we go. To use notation, right click on a block and drag the note to a free space. I see. While dragging, change the color to gray. Okay, cool. So there is notation. But I'm probably more going to use it to disprove where things could be. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, no, okay, so we need 4, 5, and 8? Well, which means we need 4 and 8. Beautiful. Alright, this one is not all 9 numbers, so maybe we just look and see where, no, 1 can go in too many places. 2 only has 2 options. 1 can go like anywhere, so I'm not even gonna mark it. 3 goes there. No. 3 could go in either of those places. That's it, but it's enough. Okay, 6 can go in either of these places. Or 7 can't go here. You can go in a lot of places. 9. Well, there we go. So the fact that we have notation is pretty good. Okay. 2 of 2 through 7. Well, no 2's here. No 2's there. So 2's can go in quite a few places. Alright, let's talk about 3. Okay, so we've got 2 through 7 actually. So if 2 can't go here, it has to go here. Which means 3 has to go here. Which means that 2's no longer valid. Alright, let's see. So 4 is next. Actually, we should look at the other 3's. Can't go there, can't go there. Could go there. Can't go there. Could go there. Actually, this is another one that has both a 2 and a 3 in it. It has to. Because we're only working with 6 numbers. So there are no 1's or 8's or 9's. Okay, let's look at 4's. Oh. Okay, all the middle is dead. And that's dead. So there, and there possible? I think that's it. 2 of these are mutually exclusive, which means 1 goes there and 1 goes there. Because those are mutually exclusive, we really only had 2 options. In fact, all 3 of them were to some degree exclusive. Alright, so 5's. 5's can't go there or there, which means they go there and there. 6's. 3 mutually exclusive spaces. They can't both go here and they can't both go here. Which means they go here and here. Okay, cool. Now we got sums. This makes the game much more interesting. I like this. I like this a lot. Excuse me. Jeez. Alright. I do like the sums. This will automatically hide when correct. Okay. So, 5 is somewhere in here. We have a 1 and a 3. The 1 and the 3 have to be here to make it sum to 9. We don't have any other way to make 4. So that means to make 17, we need 14 with 5 and 9. See, now I'm starting to like the game. Before this, I was going to put it down and never play it again. Just because it's Sudoku with a couple extra steps, and honestly, this marking thing isn't terribly convenient. Okay, we do only have 2 ways to make 10 here, because we've got a 0, we've got a 4 and a 6, and that's it. So we have to go 4, 6. To make 9 out of 3 numbers, which could be, nope, 1, 3, 5. It's 1, 3, 5. So if it's 1, 3, 5, that means the 2 is here, which means the 3 is here. 5 there, 1 there. Beautiful. I still hate that we're not getting the no hints star. Can I turn off hints? Fine. Okay, see, that annoys me because I'm a little bit of a completionist. Like, I'm good at puzzles. I'm not maybe amazing, but I'm good at puzzles. So it bugs me to not have that star, especially because it's an easy star. The fact that it doesn't tell you at the start that, you know, you could... you can turn off those for the star is annoying, to say the least. And no, I shouldn't replay these levels. I shouldn't replay these levels. Alright. Alright. 18. We need to make 10. We have 2 ways of making it. 3 and 7, 4 and 6. So that's going to be difficult. 10. Okay, so our other way of making 10 is going to be here. But it's not 3 and 7. It has to be 4 and 6. Oh no, we got 2 and 8. I'm dumb. So this one can't be 2 and 8. Alright. Let's look at the other part. 1 can't be here. Okay, so it's 3 and 7, and it actually can't be the 3. Oh, and it can't be the 4 and the 6 either, so it has to be the 3 and the 7. It just has to be. Which means our 15, because 4 and 6 and 2 and 8 don't work, because the 6 is there. So that gives us 9, which means this must be 6. Alright, this needs to sum to 1975 between 2 numbers, which can only be 1 and 4. Alright, we got 2 and 8 here, which means the 8 goes here, the 2 goes there, and the 5 goes there. Nailed it. Oh, we got zeros now. Zeros make this a lot more interesting. Also, we have much larger sums, like 24. So we need to make 15 between 2 numbers. Is that right? It is. More impressively, we have to make 16 between 2 numbers here. So, wait, is that, yeah, 15 and 16. We have to make 15 and 16 using this number as a crux. So this like has to be the 8, right? Because 15 and 16, so 16 we can make with two numbers. No, 16, we need to have a 9 over here. Like this must be a 9. 16 can only be made with 9 and 7. With what we have, because we can't have double 8s. Alright, so this we need 10 in two numbers. We only have two numbers, 6 and 4, that can make 10. We need to make 8, so that's 3 and 1. We need to make 6. Beautiful. Alright, so I don't know if the game gets any more complicated than this. Oh, okay, we haven't unlocked the next row. Okay, if we play 16, do we unlock the next row? Alright, we need to make 10 here. We've got 4s and 6s and 2s and 8s, so... Okay, no, this has to be 4 and 6. It has to be, because there's too many 2s and 8s. Alright, this has to sum 8. And it can't be 2 4s, so it has to be 2 and 6. I'm only using 2, 6, 4, 8, right? So that's 4, that's 8. This has to be 14. Which means we need to get 12 between these two. So this can't be a 6. This has to be an 8. This has to be a 4. This has to be a 6. So anyway, we can get 14 there. Alright, so 2, 6, 4, 8. That's a 4. That's an 8. That's a 2. That's a 6. Alright, so I believe we've unlocked the next row. Cool. I just want to push through and see if there's any more extra mechanics here. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, we need to get 9 between these two, so we've got 2 and 7 and 1 and 8. 18. We need to get 10. We got 2 options for that. We also need to be able to make 11 with it. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. We've got 6 numbers that we're working with, so all of them have to be here. So 1 can go in all of these places. We've already got a 2. 3 can go in all of these places. We already have 7. 8 can go in 2 of these places. And 9 can go in most of these places. That's unfortunate. Technically 8 and 9 can't go there. That's good though, because that means 8 goes here. Which means 9 goes here. Which means a 3 goes here. So we have to get that 11. That's good, that's good, that's good. So that means this 18 has to be, is that... Oh, no, that's a mistake. I did something wrong. Because that means a 7 needs to go here. And that's clearly wrong. Okay, so let's look at this again. 1 can go in all these places. There is no limitation. None at all. 8 can go here. That's what I messed up. 3. Yeah, 3 can go everywhere. We already have 7. 8 can go here and here. And 9 can go here, here. Can't go there. All right. If 1 or 3 is going there, we need to sum 6. That means here it's 2 or 3, or 1. And here is 1 or 3. It's the only way we can pull that off. If we've got 1, 2, or 3 here, that means this is a 5, which it can't be. A 4, which it can't be, or... Wait, no, sorry, a 5, a 6, or a 7. Or an 8, or an 8. So this is 7 or 8. Because it has to match, and that means, wait, that means we can't have a 3. Because we don't have 6s. Alright. This one doesn't do much for us. But that has to be a 7 or an 8. Yeah, this is what we'll finish last, I'm sure of it. Right, so for this to be an 11, can't be a 1. It can't be a 1. We actually know it can't be a 3 because that would put a 7 down here. Which means it has to be an 8 or a 9, which means this has to be a 2 or a 3. Which is good. It's good. So if that's a 2 or a 3, then this is 8 already. So if it's a 3, wait, this doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. So the reason why this doesn't work is because we've got 8 here already, which means you have to get 10. Which is a 2 or 3 means it needs to be an 8 or a 7, which neither of these can be an 8 or a 7. This can only be, it can't be a 1. This is a 2 or a 3. Wait, this can totally be a 3. Oops. That can be a 3. It can't be a 1. It can't be a 1, but it can be a 3. Because, in fact, I think it has to be. I think it has to be. So that has to be a 1. Has to be an 8. Has to be a 9. Wait a minute. I used all our 3s. No, I made a mistake. That's supposed to be a 2. The no mistakes thing is actually pretty bad. Like, I don't actually like that there's a no mistakes check mark because, well, because making a mistake here isn't really relevant or useful. All right, that has to be a 1, that has to be an 8. Because that's a 1, this has to be a 2, this has to be a 3. This is at 11, which means this has to be a 7. So now we have a 1, a 7, and an 8. The 1, yep, that 1 dictates that that goes there. Like, it's just easy enough to start over. Like, once you know the solution, you can just come back in and fill it in, and you get the no mistakes bubble. So, damn. Okay, so that doesn't unlock the next one. Maybe we got to do more. I don't think there's going to be any more mechanics. I'll be the first one to say that. I don't think there's going to be. Okay, there's a lot going on here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 0 can go in. I'm looking at the main cross because that we are using all the numbers there. Two goes in most places. 3, 4. We're going to reach a limitation of the technology. 5. Oh, 5 and 6. No. Okay, so that didn't actually give us anything, but that's okay. 0 can go there. It can go there. It can go there. 1. 2, 3. Oops. And I just realized what some of you are probably yelling at me. That is that with a 12 here, this can't possibly be a 0. The highest we can place is 6. And we can't even place a 6 here. So the highest we can place is a 5. Which means... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is where we get our first number. This is where we get our first number. I'm pretty sure. So our options here are 0, 1, 3, and 6. With a 0, we can't put a 10 there. With a 1, we don't have a 9 to put there. With a 3, we don't have a 7 to put there. With a 6, we can put a 4 here. And this has to sum to 10, which makes this a 0. 1, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2. Okay. I believe that has to be right. This has to sum to 8. So with a 1 and a 5, 4 and a 2, which we can't do, so it's a 1 and a 5. 5, 6. I'm using the bottom row first, don't worry about it. 3. Alright, this sums to a 6. So 2, 4. With a 2, we need a 3. That's valid. With a 4, we need a 1, which is not. Because we don't have one, and because it would be in conflict with that one. Alright, so far so good. All the sums are met. So now it's just cleaning everything up. So that's a 4. Need to place a 2. 2 can go in either of those two spaces. A 5 can't go there, can't go there, so the 5 goes there, so the 2 goes there, so the 6 goes there. Fantastic. We still haven't unlocked the next row. I don't know how many we need to unlock the next row. Alright, 18. We need 10 there. We need 7 there. We've got multiple ways of doing both, but this one... Oh, wait. This one, we've got 2 but no 8, 3 and 7, but it can't be 3 and 7. So it has to be 4 and 6. It must be 4 and 6. Excuse me. All right. All right, so 4 and 6, that means we are either at 9 or 11. which means we either need a 5 or a 7, and it can't be, so it must be a 7, can't be a 5, which puts us at 12, which means this must be a 4, and therefore this is a 6, which this couldn't have been a 4 anyway, so that works out. Let's see, so 16 here, that's a lot harder. With 3 numbers, there's just too many. Actually, are there too many possibilities? Come to think of it. 13 with 3 unique numbers. 3, 4, 6. Can't do 3. 4. 2. Oh, yeah, the 2 has to be here. Forgot we had a 2. 2, 5, 6. 2, 4, 7. Okay. But the 2 has to be here. Oh my gosh, my nose is running like a madman. Alright. Let's see. 2, 3, 6. Okay, so all our gaps are here. So 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our last 7 must go here, because we only have 1 7. Which means that we can't use a 7 down here. And actually, that means 14. That means our 2 goes here. So we got 11 between 2 numbers, and it can't use our 7, so it's 5, 6. All right. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, we still haven't unlocked the next one. I don't know what the limitations are to unlock the next stuff. We unlocked a couple really fast, which makes me think that that's our limiting factor. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all we got. All right, so because we've got a 5, this doesn't surprise me. 9. Okay, so wait, this has to be 4, 5. Hello? That went a little buggy. Like, that must be 4, 5. And this is either 3, 4 or 2, 5. Okay, that's not as helpful. We don't just have any sweeping usages of numbers. Actually, 1, 2. So, okay, so 3 or 4 has to be there. Just like 3 or 5 has to be there. Here, 1, 2, or 4 will do. Okay, so this 7, it's either 3, 4, or 2, 5. So let's look at these possibilities here and see which ones we can get to add up to 10. 1, 4, 5 is certainly an option, or 1, 5, 4. 3. We're looking to add up to 8. We're looking to add up to 8. So 1, 4, 3. 1, 5, 3. No, that's 9. 1, 4, 3 is promising. So 3. Yeah, I actually think it's 1, 4, 3. I don't think there's any other way that we can do it. I think it just has to be that. Alright, we don't have any 4s left, so that has to be a 1. Which means that has to be a 3. Which means that has to be a 5. Beautiful. If we unlock the next row, we have. Okay, do we have any new mechanics here? There we go. A blue arrow with a blue number outside the squares represents the sum of the blue blocks in a row. Okay, neat. But I think that's where we're going to be ending this episode. Oh, okay. So this is a tutorial level, clearly. But that makes it's another level of interesting, right? It's another level of manipulation that they can have in a level. We've got gray numbers and blue numbers, which is probably why you can change these from blue to gray. You can't actually change the actual things. That's good though. I like that. Okay, this is not 5 numbers. There are 6 numbers. We can go up to 6. This organization, excuse me, is weird. Am I gonna keep playing this game? Maybe. This one might show up as a continue to play, but I'm not quite sold on it. Like, it's interesting. Don't get me wrong. I like some of the mechanics. I like that we kept adding more. I'd like to know if there are more past this. I definitely would, but I'm not exuberant to play this game. I don't think there's anything against it. I enjoy Sudoku decently. It's not like the end-all be-all my favorite thing. I'm still worried that there's going to be a puzzle where you can't actually get enough spaces. Like, there's more than 4 possibilities for a place, so you have to put, like, because you can't. Can I put the same one in the same? Oh my gosh, you can. But like, you can't put more in there, so it ends up being a bit wonky. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. If I'll keep playing it. I don't have anything against it, as I said, but it doesn't hook me as much as I'd like it to, I guess would be the way that I'd phrase it. Like, that's really it. That's not a lot to go on, mind you, but I don't know, that's kind of like an important thing, right? Like, I started playing it, and maybe it just goes too slow. Maybe I just want all these mechanics thrown at me at once, because they're not terribly complicated, which is bad on my part. Like, it's me being bad, because one of the things that I've constantly said and will continue to say about puzzle games is that puzzle games should introduce their mechanics and build on them to create more complicated puzzles. Therefore, you could throw somebody the last puzzle of this game and tell them all the limitations, but we've been slowly building our skill at this style of puzzle and the different mechanics. We've learned how to do some basic things, like these need to equal 7. I'm not even considering a 6, and I'm not even considering a 5, because it'd be 5, 1, 1 to make 7, so we can't, right? Like, things like that. Like, this needs to be 9, so it could be 6, 3. or 4 or 5. But it can't be 4 or 5, so it's 6 3. Like, those sort of things amplify as you go because you've been reinforcing them. Like, just that logic has been amplifying. So this needs to be 10, so it's either 2 with the 6, which it can't be because there's already a 2, or it's a 5 with the 3, because that's 5. The sum between these is 7, which makes it 3 4. And it just solves itself. Like, building on those mechanics, we work forward, and eventually, maybe at 64, we're at like 12 different mechanics, right? Like, I guess they're introducing a new mechanic every 2 sets. No, not quite, but I am slightly curious to see what more mechanics they're going to add. But I don't know if I'm curious enough. I think it's a good game. I think they put together a solid puzzler. I don't know if it's quite what I'm looking for in a game, but I'm certainly curious to see. They definitely should give us why we can't access more. Is it based on the number of stars that you have? Is it based on just having completed enough prior levels, right? Like, I don't know the answer to that. I'm actually curious to maybe go back and finish these and see if it unlocks more. But I probably wouldn't be doing that on camera. Who knows? Maybe I'll play it a little bit more, see if I can get to the next set of mechanics, just to see if there are more in the next couple. But we'll see. We shall see. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you enjoyed watching this, go ahead and pick it up. There's no way to get back to the menu, which is odd. There we go. Nope, it just opens straight to this. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time. But until then, keep your gears turning.